11 signs your partner is selfish in bed and what to do about it. Sex is an important part of any romantic relationship. It's a way to deepen emotional bonds, explore intimacy, and have fun together. But when one partner is selfish in bed, it can create tension, frustration, and resentment. If you're feeling unappreciated or neglected during sex, you may be dealing with a partner who is focused on their own pleasure without considering yours. Identifying the signs of a selfish lover and knowing what to do about it can help you both achieve a more balanced and enjoyable sex life. So, let's dive into the 11 signs your partner might be selfish in bed, and most importantly, how to fix it. 1. They don't ask you what you like. A selfish lover is usually someone who doesn't take the time to learn what their partner enjoys. They may rush through sex without considering your desires or preferences. If your partner isn't asking what you like, they're likely not prioritizing your experience. Healthy sexual relationships thrive on open communication. When a partner genuinely cares about your pleasure, they ask questions and pay attention to how you respond. If they're not doing this, it's a sign they're being selfish in bed. 2. You're doing all the work. In a healthy relationship, both partners contribute equally to the experience. But if you're always the one doing all the work in bed, this is a clear sign that your partner is not reciprocating. Sex should be a two-way street, where both partners are engaged and giving as much as they take. If you find yourself feeling like a performer rather than a partner, it's time to address the imbalance. A selfish lover will take but won't put in the effort to ensure your pleasure as well. 3. They expect you to meet their needs. Sex should never feel like a transactional act. If your partner constantly expects you to meet their needs without ever considering yours, it's a sign they're selfish in bed. This can be especially problematic if they don't acknowledge when you're not in the mood or need more emotional connection. If your partner's sexual demands overshadow your comfort and emotional needs, it can create resentment. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, so it's essential that your partner appreciates and values your feelings as much as their own. 4. You don't reach climax. While it's not the only indicator of a great sexual experience, reaching climax is often a key part of satisfaction. If you consistently don't reach climax during sex, and your partner doesn't seem interested in helping you get there, it's a red flag. A selfish partner may focus only on their own satisfaction and not take the time to understand what makes you feel good. An attentive lover will prioritize your pleasure just as much as their own, learning what works for you and making the effort to help you enjoy the experience. 5. They never change the routine. Sex can easily become stale if you always stick to the same routine. A selfish partner often resists change and may refuse to explore new things in the bedroom. This can stem from laziness or an unwillingness to consider what their partner might want. If your sex life is stuck in a boring routine, it may be a sign that your partner is uninterested in spicing things up. A healthy sexual relationship requires experimentation, communication, and a willingness to try new things that satisfy both partners. 6. You only have sex when they're in the mood. If sex only happens when your partner is in the mood, it creates an imbalance of power and desire. This could indicate that your partner is being selfish by disregarding your emotional or physical state. Sex should be a mutual experience, and it's important that both partners have an equal say in when and how it happens. If your partner regularly disregards your desires and only pursues their own, it's a sign of selfishness. You should feel free to express your needs without guilt. 7. You always have to initiate. When you're always the one initiating sex, it can feel like your partner isn't fully invested in the relationship. While it's perfectly normal for one partner to initiate more often, if your partner never takes the lead, it may show a lack of interest in your pleasure. They may be too self-centered to recognize that your desires matter too. A balanced sexual relationship involves both partners contributing, including taking turns initiating. If you feel like the relationship would have no sex life at all without you, this is a sign of selfishness. 8. They never engage in foreplay. Foreplay is a critical part of intimacy. It's not just about getting physically aroused, but also emotionally connecting before moving into sex. If your partner only focuses on themselves and skips foreplay, it's a clear sign of selfishness. Foreplay is about building trust, intimacy, and pleasure for both people, not just one. If your partner demands it from you but refuses to give it back, then they are prioritizing their own needs over yours. 9. They want all the control. Some relationships may have a natural dynamic where one partner is more dominant and the other more submissive. However, if your partner insists on having total control and never allows you to guide the experience, it might indicate selfishness. Healthy sex involves both partners expressing their desires and compromising on how to meet each other's needs. If your partner only listens to their own desires and disregards yours, they may be focusing on their own pleasure at the expense of yours. 10. They don't notice what you like. A selfish lover often doesn't take the time to notice what excites you, emotionally or physically. They might not pay attention to your reactions during sex, failing to pick up on the cues you give them. A partner who truly cares about your pleasure will observe how you respond to different touches, positions, and actions. They'll make adjustments based on what they notice to enhance your experience. If your partner doesn't seem to notice what you enjoy, it's a sign that they are self-centered in bed. 11. It's over as soon as they're finished. In any relationship, mutual satisfaction should be the goal. If your partner finishes and the experience ends immediately, without considering your pleasure, they are being selfish. It's understandable that men, in particular, may struggle to continue after climax, but they should make an effort to ensure their partner's needs are met first. You shouldn't have to feel like an afterthought or that your pleasure is secondary to theirs. What to do about it? If you recognize any of these signs in your partner, don't panic. These behaviors are not set in stone, and with open communication, things can improve. Here's what you can do. Talk openly. Have an honest conversation about your sexual needs and desires. Tell your partner how their actions are making you feel and express what you want from the relationship. Communication is key. Set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries and expectations regarding intimacy. Let your partner know what is acceptable and what isn't. Be patient. Changing behaviors takes time. Encourage them gently, and give them the space to make changes in their approach. Seek professional help. If the problem persists, consider couples counseling or sex therapy to work through deeper issues. A selfish lover can cause emotional distance and frustration, but recognizing the signs early on gives you the power to address the situation and work toward a more fulfilling, balanced sexual relationship. With the right communication, your sex life can become more enjoyable and satisfying for both of you. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.